What if we are not the first generation to hack the human brain? What if the ancient world already did it, and we forgot? For centuries, we were taught that ancient humans were primitive, that real medicine began in modern hospitals, that brain surgery was a recent invention. But archaeology tells a different story. Across the world, scientists have discovered thousands of ancient skulls, with perfectly cut circular holes drilled into the bone. Not cracks, not fractures, not battle wounds, surgical openings. This procedure is called trepanation, and some of these skulls are over 4,000 years old. Even more disturbing, many of them show signs of healing. The bone regrew around the edges, which means the patient didn't just survive, they lived for years afterward. Retention spike number 1, global evidence. These skulls don't come from one civilization. They come from ancient Peru, Neolithic Europe, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Russia, China, the Andes, the Nile, the Caucasus Mountains. Different cultures, different continents, no shared technology, yet all of them perform the same impossible operation, opening the human skull and not killing the patient. This shouldn't exist. The lost surgeons. In ancient Peru, the Incas performed trepanation on a massive scale. Archaeologists have found thousands of skulls, some with 1 hole, some with 2, some with 3. Modern doctors studied these remains. The survival rate, nearly 80 to 90%. That's higher than European brain surgery during the American Civil War. The Incas had no steel tools, no anesthesia, no antibiotics. They used obsidian blades sharper than modern surgical scalpels. They used coca leaves as a biochemical anesthetic. They sterilized wounds with herbs, and they knew exactly where to cut. Not random, precise. The Egyptian connection. Now go to Egypt, the Edwin Smith Papyrus, a 3,600-year-old medical text. It describes head trauma, brain injuries, skull fractures, and surgical procedures. Egyptian priest-physicians weren't just praying, they were operating. They treated head wounds, removed bone fragments, stitched tissue, and some mummies show skull openings with healed bone, meaning the patient survived. This was not just medicine. Here's where the story becomes dangerous. Trepanation wasn't only performed on injured people. Many skulls show no signs of trauma, no fractures, no wounds, no medical necessity. So why drill a hole into a healthy skull? Ancient myths give us a clue. From Egypt to Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica, mythology is obsessed with opening the mouth, opening the crown, piercing the head, letting divine energy in, releasing spirits, rewiring consciousness. In Neolithic Europe, trepanation was called the holy hole. They believed it released evil spirits, or opened the third eye, or allowed divine possession. They weren't trying to heal the brain. They were trying to upgrade it. The God-machine theory. What if ancient humans didn't see the brain as a mystery, but as hardware? What if they believed consciousness could be modified physically? This is the God-machine theory. The idea that ancient civilizations believed to change the soul, you must first access the brain. They weren't just praying to gods. They were trying to build them. One operation at a time. Mythology confirms IT. Look at the myths, the Egyptian gods reshaping human bodies, the Sumerian Anunnaki altering mankind, the Mayan creation myths where humans are redesigned multiple times, the Greek story of Prometheus sculpting humans and giving them fire. These aren't just spiritual metaphors, they're biomythology. Ancient stories about biological intervention, about humans being modified, upgraded, rebuilt. Modern science is just catching up. Today, modern neurosurgeons drill into skulls. They relieve cranial pressure. They implant electrodes. They stimulate the brain. They rewire neural pathways. They cure seizures. They treat depression. They alter consciousness. We call it cutting-edge science. Ancient humans called it sacred ritual. The most terrifying question. So here's the forbidden question. How did they know where to cut? How did they avoid killing people? How did they achieve survival rates modern doctors couldn't match? With stone tools, no textbooks, no microscopes, no MRI scans, no anesthesia machines. Either they were far more advanced than we admit, or they were taught. What if ancient humans weren't the first to perform brain surgery, but the last to remember how? What if modern science isn't discovering something new, but rediscovering something very old? So ask yourself this: if the human brain is a machine, who taught our ancestors how to open it? And why did that knowledge disappear?